Hello, this is Opinion Radar. And if you're a woman who's ever stood in front of the mirror holding up another disappointing swimsuit, wondering where all the stylish yet modest options went, you're not alone. Today, I'm diving into a trendy little number that's been making waves online: the Herseas women's bikini set. Priced at just $29, it's been popping up in feeds and wish lists, especially among us who want to feel put together without sacrificing comfort or confidence. With its unique swim skirt and vintage-inspired silhouette, it promises to blend playfulness with coverage, which, let's be honest, becomes a bigger priority the older we get. I was curious, does it really deliver on that promise? Or is it just another fashionable flop? I'll walk you through every detail, from how it feels the first time you zip it up to how it holds up after pool dips and ocean breezes. Let me tell you, ladies, finding a swimsuit that makes you feel confident after 50 isn't always easy. But this Herseas bikini set? It caught my eye right away for its high-waisted bottoms and that flirty little swim skirt. I'll admit I was a bit skeptical at first. Sometimes these trendy designs look great online, but feel awkward in real life. But when I put it on, I was pleasantly surprised. The high waist gives such a nice tummy tuck effect without being too compressive. And the split skirt allows just enough freedom to walk comfortably by the pool or take a stroll on the beach. It's that perfect balance of feeling covered and still looking stylish, no hanging fabric dragging in the water or clinging uncomfortably. I wore it to my daughter's pool party, and honestly, I didn't once feel self-conscious, which is more than I can say for some of the suits I've tried over the years. The halter top is another standout feature for me, though let me be honest, it did take a few tries to get it tied just right. Once it's on, though, it offers great support and gives a bit of lift, which we all appreciate after a certain age. I love that it has a drawstring on the side, so you can adjust the length a bit. I wanted a slightly shorter top to match my frame since I'm on the shorter side, and having that little adjustment made a world of difference. The material feels like a typical swimsuit fabric, not too thick, not too flimsy, and it dried quickly after my dip. One thing to note, the top can roll a bit at the bottom edge, especially when you're active, so make sure you smooth it down before heading out. But that's a small quibble compared to how flattering the overall silhouette is. Now, let's talk about the skirt bottom. This is what really makes the suit stand out. It gives that modest coverage we might want later in life, especially if you're not into super skimpy bikinis, but still keeps things feminine and fun. The split lets you walk without tripping, and I appreciated that it didn't cling when I got out of the water. That said, I do think it runs a bit big. I ordered my usual size, and while the fit through the hips and waist was okay, the skirt length felt just a touch too long, even when I cinched the tie. I'm only 5 feet 3 inches, so the length hit me mid-calf, which wasn't quite the look I wanted. If you're petite like me, you might want to size down or plan to wear just the bottom with another top, something I actually ended up doing with a solid colored bikini bottom I already owned. I've worn this suit on 2 different occasions now. Once for a quiet afternoon at my community pool, and again on a beach vacation with my sister. For lounging and light swimming, it performed beautifully. The bright pink color, I went with that one, got me so many compliments. My sister even asked where I got it. It's cheerful without being over the top, and the color stays vibrant even after being in chlorinated water. However, I did notice during more active swimming that the skirt wants to float up a bit. It's not indecent or anything, but it does take a quick adjustment now and then. Not a deal breaker for me, but something to keep in mind if you're doing laps or playing in bigger waves. The suit does hold its shape well over time, and I haven't seen any stretching or pilling after several wears and washes. One of the things I really appreciate is the amount of coverage it offers. My cellulite isn't something I love to put on display, and I was pleased with how the cut and fabric smoothed everything out without feeling tight or restrictive. There's no strong tummy control, so don't expect a Spanx level compression. But for a swimsuit, it's flattering enough. It's also comfortable enough to wear all day, whether you're sitting in a pool chair with a book or walking along the shore. I didn't feel like I was fighting this suit all day, which has definitely happened with others I've bought in the past. Still, I will say, it can be a bit tricky to put on by yourself. The halter ties in the back, and the high waist requires some maneuvering. If you have trouble reaching behind your back, you might need a hand the first time. At $29, I'd say this is a solid value. It's not luxury designer, but it looks and feels better than some suits I've paid twice as much for. I love that it blends modesty with style. I don't feel like I'm dressing like my grandma, but I'm also not trying too hard to look 25. It's age appropriate without being frumpy. That said, while I'm happy with my purchase, I've heard from a few friends who had different experiences. Some say the top didn't match the advertised picture, which makes me wonder if there's some inconsistency in the product. For me, everything matched, but I'd recommend checking recent photos from real customers if you're unsure. Overall, I'd wear this again and even consider another color. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close for someone like me who just wants to feel cute, comfortable, and confident at the beach or pool. Well, darlings, if this sunny little number has you feeling as ready for the beach as I am, don't let the tide roll in without hitting that like button. If you want more honest reviews from us gals who know what we need, go ahead and subscribe. Let's make getting dressed for summer a little brighter, one bikini at a time.